Hi guys, welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dory. So I'm super excited. This afternoon we are going to get together with Brooke and we're going to talk a little bit more about the wego awards. And I'm so excited about wego. It's something I never heard of before, and I'm really excited to hear what Brooke does in the wego community. So today we're going to talk about health, wellness, depression, and how do we go from the sad us we used to be to happy, fulfilled people. So that's not Brooke yet. Hello, hot. It's so nice to see you, darling. I hope you're having an awesome Friday. I'm super looking forward to the weekend. So hopefully Brooke will be with us in a moment and we will get started. There she is. Hello, lovely. Hello, waving. Oh, I'm super excited. We love meeting new people here, I'll tell you what. Look at us being social butterflies. Hello! Oh, look at that. Sound first try. Oh, it's fate. We're meant to be together. Not even any sound issues. Look at us go.
Oh! And it looks like I'm doing the no makeup look. How about you?
Do you know what? I barely ever put on any. I put on a little white eyeshadow, a little lip gloss, and call it done.
Oh, okay. All right. You're fancy then. You're being all fancy.
I'm all fancy. Look, I even curled my hair for you.
Oh, I'm impressed. I'm flattered. You look lovely.
Thank you. So we're getting to meet you for the very first time. I would love for you to take a moment to introduce yourself and tell us what you do and how you're involved with the wego community.
Absolutely. And as we're doing this, I'm seeing I could put a filter on. Hey, all right, that's cool. Hey, thanks Instagram.
Thanks Instagram. Let's be bunnies.
Yes. I should play around with that. Now I can Anyway, so yes, Dory and I just recently connected. My name is Babbleonbrooke. I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm someone that I come from the entertainment and events industries. For my entire career, I was an international host, TV and stage actor, and Fortune 500 spokesperson. And then, long story short, 7 years ago, starting with an accident, I had 2 back-to-back spinal injuries, and they wreaked havoc on my body and my life, as you can imagine. But they didn't just cause chronic pain, and I don't say that lightly because I know chronic pain is
huge.
Hockey sticks. Like, I've been living it every day for years. I get it. Those of you out there watching that also feel that way, and I empathize and I sympathize. But for me, it also affected my breathing and my speaking. So, as someone who spoke for a living and even sang for a living, all of a sudden I was not able to get words out. Every word took so much effort. So fast forward through hospitalizations and procedures and all that stuff, I adopted a home-based protocol because we needed to get super aggressive. I could no longer ride in a car to go to see doctors. I couldn't do the simplest of things. I couldn't, hold a water bottle up to my mouth to drink. Like, we had to really take serious action very quickly. So, and I'm seeing some of my followers are coming in. Hi guys, it's Dory, and thanks for being in here. We're just briefly going over my story for those who don't know, and if this might help. And she's sending kisses too. Yeah, we love kisses. So, Claire's saying go to the bathroom. Claire. Okay, so let's see, where was I? So yeah, did the home-based protocol thing. That was about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And so now I consider myself, I'm on this journey of housebound to healing. And actually, Dory wrote it as...
I did!
Housebound to healthy. And I'm thinking, ooh, I like the sound of that. So it might be changed, and if it is, all credit goes to Dory.
And her mistyping.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. And I'm finally able to ride in the car again and get out there and start some semblance of a life, but a lot of it is really just playing catch up of all these years. So now I'm at the point where I can go to certain specialists, and just came from one right now, actually.
Hallelujah!
Now I'm at the point, where I can go and get certain IV treatments that I need and things like that. So I still can't believe 7 years has passed, but it is what it is, and I'm just grateful to be here. I'm even more grateful that I get to share my story online. I started sharing 3 years ago. It all began on Periscope. And a lot of the people that have come in here right now, I'm seeing you guys, Dave, Claire, Bob, I see you all. They've been there since the beginning, and they've been what has kept me here. And through a lot of, Dory, like depression and just the blackest of holes, they've contributed to my life in It Gives Me Chills the most amazing way, and I'll forever be grateful. And it's the good of social media and the good of live streaming. And I'll always encourage people, especially those in the health community, if you're going through something, find like-minded souls on here, and don't let the trolls keep you from connecting with people that are going to change your life and whose life you can also then possibly change or even save. I'm not escaping them, Dave says. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't get away from me.
They never go away. But you know what? Find your tribe and ignore the trolls. That's the bottom line. Find your tribe. When you find your tribe, you are never alone. Even if physically you have no support around you, your online tribe will always be there for you, and you are never alone. And that's the beauty of the internet. Is I'm in Alberta, Canada. You're in Los Angeles, in the States. And yet, look at how close we are. We can connect, we can talk, we can be part of each other's lives. So seek that out online. And you know what? Not everywhere online is mean. There are some bad places. It happened to all of us. I'm sure people meaned you online. People have meaned me online.
Oh yeah. Crazy stuff even. We without going into too much of it, but the harassment that my partner and I have experienced, we wound up, for a lot of reasons, we wound up a couple of years back moving, and that a big part of that was health, to be in a cleaner environment, to be in an easier environment for me to then start to get around. But it was also because someone on Periscope had just taken the harassment to such a crazy level, and it had turned into stalking. And so, there's all kinds of stuff out there, and I only share that not to scare anyone by any means, but just to say there are some people out there that will stop at nothing, but that's just one person or maybe 2 or 3 people. There's thousands who will be an amazing contribution to your life and who you can help. And to let those few get in the way, I was so close, Dory, to just, and a lot of my followers know, to calling it quits. I mean, they saw me, wrecked by like this one person. And then I realized one day that this isn't worth it. I'm giving that person so much power and letting them get in the way of me and my tribe. And are you kidding? So that took so long for me to learn that lesson. So I would just hope anyone watching this, please don't let it take so long for you, because you miss out on so much.
Well, and I want to share that too, because for me, I've only been out on social media for, I think, 8 months, almost to the day. 8 months I've been out on social media. And even me, in 8 months, I found myself a stalker. And she was great. In the beginning, it was like, I'm your friend, I'm your friend, I'm your friend, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And I was like, oh my goodness, how did that even happen? I don't know. But it was one person out of, I think my group has 2,600 people in it. So one out of 2,600 people have, been a problem. So if it's only one, it's only one, right? Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it stop you from sharing your story, because it's by sharing our stories that we reach other people. Because if nobody is out there sharing their story, everyone feels like they're all alone. It's just me. There's nobody else. Nobody is like me. Nobody understands me. Nobody suffers like I do.
Right, exactly. And that's what I repeat myself ad nauseum, telling people you're not alone, because, geez, that's the worst part, isn't it? Especially when you're talking about mental health. It's that feeling that you're the only one, you're alone, no one else is experiencing anything close to this, and that is a slippery slope that I found myself in. I know a lot of people that I'm connected to on here found themselves in, and it is important that we always share, and it's when we don't want to share that is the most important time, actually, I think, to share. So yeah, we're on the same page.
Well, and it's hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like putting your life, your emotions, your issues online is easy, because it's not. It is not. But some of the hardest things that I've had to share, I know they're also the things that people need to hear from me most. And if it hurts to share it, then you know you're sharing real. Because it's not always easy. It's easy to come on and say, oh, I'm having a great day. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I'm having the best hair day ever, guys. And it's something else when you're falling apart and you feel like nobody understands you, nobody loves you, nobody's there for you, to go out and say, look it, this is my struggle. This is my journey. It's not just you. You're not alone. And I'm most grateful for that people are brave enough, even with the negative Nellies online, to come out and say, this is me. This is who I really, really am. Either you love me or you hate me, but this is me.
Yeah. Yep. And acceptance, right? I think that so much of it comes down to, let's just all accept each other and have some sort of a mutual respect, even if it's just at a neutral level, and let people go, you know? I mean, it's amazing. If I put energy into all the negative comments that I get, oh my gosh, which I did for a long time, and it wore me out. Now I laugh at them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, really? That's what you're putting your time and energy to, is going into people's live streams or going onto their posts and putting something negative? I feel sorry for those people, and I wish them well, because I don't think that they're definitely not happy. So
no,
I think that's where compassion then comes in.
And learning how to deal with it makes a difference too. The very first negative comment I got, I think I cried for 3 days straight. Because I was just so heartbroken. Like, anyone who had seen my stuff up until that point were my friends, my family, people who loved me, and I hadn't encountered anything negative. So when I got my very first negative comment, I cried. I cried for 3 days. And my fiance just looked at me and he was like, you know what? If you're going to let people on the internet upset you like this, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you shouldn't do this. If you're going to cry every time someone is mean to you on the internet, maybe you shouldn't, Dory.
Yeah.
And I had to learn to not give them power. Right?
Yep, exactly. And in my situation, without going too deep into it, I didn't have the personal side of things while I was going through the real dark time. My family didn't understand what was going on. They weren't willing to understand what was going on. So I needed online, because being housebound and then not having the people that you think when the SHIT hits the fan, they'll be there. They weren't there. I needed to go online and find some sort of connection to combat the isolation.
Yes.
And that's where I found these people, like right there, BF Ghost Skull. His name is Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
An amazing soul. And he was in our home just a few months ago. He lives in San Antonio, and he was in LA for a day.
Yeah, resume. So let's talk a little about the WeGo Awards. Unfortunately, I'm kind of on a time crunch. My brother had a medical emergency and I have to get going. But I want to talk to you about the WeGo Awards and the awards that you are nominated for, and how people go on and endorse you for the awards.
Yes, great. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So the WeGo Health Awards are tremendous. What an amazing organization. You can look them up here on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. You can follow them anywhere. They are an organization that, if you think of them as like the central hub, they're like the nucleus or mitochondria or whatever. I didn't pay attention too much in biology, but they're that central hub of some kind for anyone health related. That could be patients, it can be physicians, pharmaceutical companies, biotech, you name it. They're like that connector.
Wow.
And a giant organization, and based out of Boston, but they service all of, I believe, North America. They have these annual awards, and this is my third year being nominated. A couple of years back, thank you, I was a finalist for Best in Show Community, and if you guys remember, that was all you guys. So really, we were all finalists, and they were recognizing our community of, I call them, they're the babblers.
Nice.
And we all like to talk. So
Oh God, I'm there.
Yeah. Oh, you're a babbler then.
I'm
You're
in.
welcome.
I'm
You're
in.
a babbler. Just joined. So this year I'm up for hilarious patient leader and best kept secret. And oh my gosh, Dave, Fearless Fridays right there. He put up the link. Wow, you rock. There's the link. I don't know if I can pin this. Maybe Dory can. We'll see. Oh, report comment. No, I don't want to report Dave.
No.
Never mind. I was going to pin it, Dave. Sorry. Anyway, okay.
Oh.
So there's the link if you'd like to go. It's also in my bio
Thank you.
at Babbleonbrooke. And I would love your endorsement. It ends today. And really, it's just about, winning or not, or becoming a finalist again or not. It's just being part of the community and participating and shining light on so many hundreds of thousands of people that are involved in these awards that put so much of their time and energy into daily letting people know what they're going through, again, so others know that they're not alone, or to educate them about certain conditions and illnesses. And that is something I'm always going to do. If I tomorrow was like dancing the samba and flying around with a Supergirl cape, right? I would still always want to talk about this because it's something that so needs attention, and a lot of it is invisible. So invisible illnesses, invisible conditions, and
Yes.
that's physical. Like, you would never know I have a spinal thing that impacts my breathing, but it's also mental. So depression, anxiety. I'll just talk till the cows come home, always about it. And I think that all of us need to be talking about it, and that's how then it won't be taboo anymore.
Yes. And I want to say that's our closing thought for today. The more we share, the less these things become taboo. When we're not the only ones out there sharing our stories, when everybody gets brave and gets out there and says, this is my story, then that's when it becomes everyday things for us to talk about, and nobody says, shh, pss, 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 behind anybody's back anymore.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
thank you so much for your time and for sharing with the community and for being a beacon of light. We love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Dory. Right back at you. Thanks for having me on today.
Yes, and don't forget to go vote. I already went in and I've already endorsed. So you guys only have a few hours left to do it. Get on it, guys.
Thank you, Dory.
Have a great night. Thank you, hon. Bye.
Bye.